Welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast. My name is Christopher Coombs, and in front of me we have
Gaurav Khazanchi. It's good to be back, and it's good to hear all your smiling voices.
smiling faces, smiling voices, all of the above.
All of the above.
As you know, trivia questions, the answer is always all of the above.
Or none of the above.
That is right. Now, as usual, we will kick it off with our introductory questions.
Now, I want you to go first because I feel like mine will kind of put you on the spot.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
You've got a bit of a banger, do you?
I mean, it might not put you on the spot anymore now that I've warned you that it'll put you on the spot.
Yeah, now I'm going to prepare my mind.
Yeah, but I still don't think you'll be able to prepare regardless.
All right.
So I'll let you go first.
All right, well, let's get mine out of the way. My question to you is, what is your ideal colour for a car?
So I am a big fan of super out there colours.
Interesting.
So my ideal colour, there's two variations. There's either a nice neutral one, but not too neutral. So like a nice dark grey, I'm a big fan of.
Okay.
But that's
not really out there, though.
No, it's not. So that's why because I'm thinking depending on the car, right? Let's say it's like a big family car. I'm gonna go with that. Whether like if it's my sort of car, and I think I mentioned last time, what I want next is a powerful car. Maybe something a bit more sporty. I would like a very vibrant blue.
Vibrant blue.
Yeah. Not like your usual navy blue or whatever.
Like a medium blue.
Like Subaru has this specific color called hyper blue, and it's a very blue. It's not like a nice navy blue or the usual blues you see. It's a more in your face blue. It's like a blue streak. If it's driving fast, it'll be like.
Yeah, wow! I've just googled it. That is out there.
It's pretty blue, isn't it? It's
that
pretty
is blue. But it suits the car.
Yeah, exactly. It really suits
Subaru,
the car. It suits Subaru. Yeah.
Wow, that's intense.
So yeah, I'll be pretty confident with that.
You go black wheels with that, surely.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you could go any color wheels because the blue is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
I mean, do you have an ideal color, or do you just go with whatever you like?
Honestly, my ideal color would be just white or black. But
your cars have always been white, hey?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Always been white.
Yeah.
I like either white or black. Sometimes I like white over black, depending on the car. But either way, there's only two exceptions to this rule for me. If it's a Ferrari, it should be red. And if it's a Lamborghini, it should be like yellow or orange.
Okay,
That's what I personally think.
I mean,
and then other than that, I would only go white or black. And I wouldn't be buying a Ferrari or Lamborghini anyway, so
yeah,
I'd still be sticking with white or black.
I mean, the white or black Ferraris and Lambos look fantastic as well. But so if you let's say you were to buy a Ferrari or a Lambo, would you stick with their original colours?
I'd go with those colours. I'd go red for Ferrari, then yellow or orange for Lamborghini. There was also an orange Subaru colour that my brother was looking at, actually.
I have seen that. I think it's just as vibrant as the blue.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit too much.
A bit too orange?
Yeah, personally. What did you think?
Well, no. If I had to pick out of the two, I'd pick the blue. But I feel like the orange also suits the car.
Yeah.
It also suits the car.
Can suit it.
There's this orange that Ford has on some of their cars, but it's like they call it tangerine, and it's not so in your face, and I'm a really big fan. It's a bit more...
Interesting.
It's a bit more, light. It's a bit more less in your face.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah.
All right, well, I need to be prepared here, so let me have a drink of water, just so we can prepare myself.
Take off your shirt as well? All right.
Well, it is warming up a bit, so I'm actually going to. I won't just yet. Let's see how I feel after this question.
Now, my question is, Chris Coombs, why have you not yet watched Lord of the Rings?
Wow. Well, technically I've got the whole year, so I'll wait till December 31st.
Oh, did we say you have the whole year? Or
yeah.
Is that a thing that was written in the rules?
I believe it was mentioned.
Okay, well, I mean, it's been so long.
But I also had an offer from our friend Peter.
Yeah.
He said he was going to host it at his house. So I am waiting for that to happen still.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because I don't want to watch it alone. I want to watch it
with people.
Because I know if I watch it alone, I'm going to fall asleep within the first half an hour. Because that's what happened last time.
I did say I would watch it with you, and I'm still down to do that. So because I enjoy the movie so much, I'm more than happy to watch it again.
Watching people walk is so much more fun with friends.
Have the walking. Okay, well, he's got that. It'll happen soon, I hope, because it's been so long since I finished the season of Survivor, which I did alone, by the way. I don't want to brag.
Yeah, but how good was it? That's what I'm saying. It's that good. If I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings, I need something to keep me going,
Yeah, but once you watch it, you'll realise you made a mistake by not watching it the first time.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. That's the mystery that's going to come out of this, isn't it?
All right. So it'll be unveiled soon, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right.
But let's get into it.
Let's do it. Shirt's coming off, and let's get into it. So far,
so good.
So once again, thank you guys for tuning in to the So Far, So Good podcast. We hope this is a Monday morning, so it's cheering up your week, making you have a fantastic week.
Exactly right. But regardless, whenever you're listening, morning, day, night, midnight, before you sleep, in the shower, wherever, whatever day.
Shower is a popular option.
Shower is a popular option. There's been a few people that have said they do that.
Yeah.
We're glad you tuned in, and thank you so much for listening. Now, Chris Coombs, I believe I've told you this before, but I used to believe that I was very unskilled at ironing. I'm going to say ironing shirts. Because, I wear shirts more than the other things that I would iron. Like, I don't iron t-shirts or pants or anything.
Yeah. Normally, you just put it on and it...
Yeah. It shapes fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas shirts, you kind of have to iron them. Now, I would always dread having to iron because... I'm not very good at it. I finish it and I'm like, it doesn't look as good as it could.
Yep.
Whatever.
100%.
But, plot twist. The other day, I actually went and bought an ironing board because...
What?
Yeah, because majority of my ironing wouldn't be on an ironing board. I would just do it on a bed or a flat surface or something because we didn't have like a proper ironing board. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just buy an ironing board and then I'll try it because then it might turn out better. Because it's literally made to have things ironed on.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's got those, the little notches and corners to iron.
Yeah.
So I went and bought an ironing board, and then I ironed a shirt.
So you don't have an ironing board in your house at all?
I mean, well, now I do.
So you didn't before that?
No. It was just
wow, that's strange.
Just do a quick iron. I mean, like, it usually turns out okay, but...
Did you used to just do it on the bed?
On the bed, yeah. Bed, flat, like, padded surface, It was, like, pretty much a bed.
Yeah.
Bed or, like, a... Yeah, it was for
pretty
me.
Much
It was
only
a bed.
bed.
It was pretty much only bed.
There's no other option.
And so I mean, like I've done it on like it was a big couch armrest kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
That was once, but that was just because it was like a quick. It wasn't a whole item of clothing.
So now that you've got the ironing board, are you taking it a bit more serious?
So yes, I got the ironing board. I was like, okay, I'll test it out. Ironed the shirt, and I've got to say, I'm pretty good at ironing a shirt.
Yeah, right.
I mean, when I finished and I hung it up and looked at it, like we said last week, you just step back and look at your work. Did that, step back, look at my work, and I was so impressed. I actually genuinely think if there was a such thing like an ironing championships, I'd be qualified to enter.
Are you quick at it?
Okay, look, that time, I'm not quick because I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Because I think with the ironing championships, they'll generally be like, you have to do it within a time limit.
Yeah,
and then
I guess so.
Whichever is...
I mean, if it exists, I feel like you're just making up rules right now.
Well,
that
I'm
I
just
wouldn't
thinking,
be able to follow.
But you could take like 3 hours to do it, and yours might be like less crease. But there has to be some sort of time limit.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. It's not just unlimited time. I would assume the first person to finish it would stop.
Okay.
But then you can't just finish and be like, I'm done, and then the shirt looks bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it has to be good. So I mean, it made the biggest difference because it was flat. It was almost therapeutic ironing on an ironing board.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. So now it's something I look forward to.
Really?
Well, look, I don't write it in my calendar and
strange.
say, "Oh my god, yes, ironing shirt." But I'm not dreading it because I know it's going to turn out good because
Okay, so
I'm actually good at it.
for any nights out or anything like that, I'll just come around here and you can do the ironing.
No, because like I said,
You look forward to it.
I was trying to be a perfectionist, so it wasn't the quickest, but
Okay.
it wasn't the longest.
Well, now that you've got the technique down pat,
Yeah,
now all you need to do is work on the speed.
I just need to
I
work on the
reckon-
speed.
I reckon
Yeah.
we can enter you into the championship.
I think we can do it. Maybe it could be one of the challenges in our next The Race.
Nah, definitely not.
Why, you don't trust your own skills?
I'm not an ironing person.
Have you ever tried it
Yeah, I've ironed.
on an ironing board
Yeah.
and you didn't like it?
Well, I actually have an ironing board in my house.
I mean,
I mean-
I'd assume you do.
But I
because
just do it quick job, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I don't take it too seriously.
It's okay. Also, life hack: if you don't have time to iron your shirt, wear the shirt, but then wear a sweater on top.
Yeah, true.
And then,
But it could be hot.
yeah, that's why it's not 100% backup, because if it's 40 degrees, you don't want to do that.
Absolutely not.
So that's my story.
Well, so far so good.
That's right.
Now, today, I actually had to ride your bicycle,
My bicycle.
to your house from my house.
Yeah, and you did it.
Now, I believe the reason it was at my house is because we possibly went out on a night out and then came back here to hang out afterwards.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I took your bike home...
Wait, I actually don't think it was a night out. I think you just were over, and then you got dropped off or something, but you didn't want to walk back to yours.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. I remember it not being too late, but yeah. Okay.
My house is about a 15-minute walk home.
Yeah.
So, but on bike, pretty quick.
Like,
Yeah, I think maybe 7 or maybe 5 minutes, but it is uphill going to my house. So
yeah, from my house to
doesn't-
your house, it's fairly steep, I gotta say.
Yeah. So it's not like it might cut the time in half. Yeah.
But-
So it's not like it's not like I can get home within like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas you would by car, obviously.
Yeah. But it does cut the time in half, but the effort is a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to
Because
say. It's
my bike is it's not like a interchangeable gear bike. It's not a mountain bike. It's
Yeah.
a BMX.
BMX bike.
So there's only one gear.
exactly.
If it's tough to ride uphill, you just gotta bear the pain.
And it was tough. And I remember I pedaled like... I remember the night. I can't remember how long ago it was. But I went hard. I pedaled like full on hard. Like as hard as I possibly could. I reckon I got home pretty quickly. It would have been under 5 minutes. But
were you full
I
sweaty?
was absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
Because I went hard the entire way.
Yeah, non-stop.
Like 100% the
non-stop.
whole way. But yeah, when I rode your bike from my house to your house today, it was absolutely smooth sailing. I reckon I could have pedaled like 3 times and made it all the way to your house without
Yeah.
having to pedal again.
What I was saying to you before is I reckon you would have just had to pedal out of your house.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it would have been downhill.
Yeah, I had to pedal out of my court,
Yeah.
and then when I got on the street after my court, I could have rolled all the way. I mean, I had to stop for traffic at some points, but imagine there was no cars on the road. I could have done it.
Oh, wait. So you would have used the brakes more than you used the
Oh,
pedals.
100%. 100%. And your brakes are pretty dodgy, man.
Dude, they're pretty good.
Nah,
what are you talking about? They're so
dodgy.
good.
I choose both, and like it's not like an instant stop.
But you should
like-
be using both anyway, front and back. If you just use front, you'll flip forward.
Yeah, but you can't use. I think your back one's stuffed. I think that's the
You
problem.
reckon? That's
Yeah.
alright. That's alright.
But yeah. So that was a struggle having to use the brakes. Bit of a first world problem, actually.
Bit of a first world problem, right? Even having to pedal uphill, that's a bit of a first world problem.
Yeah, it is.
Going out to ride your bike, realizing you have to actually pedal, that's
Yeah.
definitely a bit of a first world problem.
100%.
And
Maybe we should make this whole episode just first world
just
problems.
first world problems.
Should
Yeah, let's just randomly decide. To do
All right.
that.
Do you have any others off the top of your head?
I mean, yeah, I'll just in the last 3 seconds, I've just created an actual list of a lot that I actually go through or have experienced or other people experience.
Yeah,
So,
sweet.
What a coincidence.
Should we just take it in turns and discuss?
Let's just take it in turns and discuss.
Let's do it.
Good idea. All right, Chris, I'll let you go first. Give me your first world problem.
Well, this first one is kind of related to ironing, actually.
Actually, do you reckon everyone knows what a first world problem is?
All right, let's discuss what it is
Quick.
first.
So, pretty much what a first world problem is a problem that, people in, who have, whatever, fine lives have complaints or problems that really don't compare to serious world problems.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is why it's called a first world problem, because it really means nothing.
So, for example, when I say, oh, it's a first world problem that I had to brake on the bike coming down and the brakes weren't that good. The reason it's a first world problem is because obviously some people in the world don't even have a bike.
Yeah, or don't even have brakes on their bikes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a first world problem for sure. So, look, Chris, take it away with your first world problem.
All right, mine is related to the ironing one, actually.
Okay, no, I'm glad.
Now, I'm not going to list out every kind of little thing, but I'm just going to say, like, as a whole, literally any household chore is a first world problem.
Yeah. Look,
because
100%.
Look, I'll list a couple: the dishes, washing your clothes, pretty much all those kinds of things.
Because at least you have all that stuff.
Like, we're privileged to actually have all that and literally even have a roof over our head. But how annoying is doing any household chore?
Yeah. 100%.
You just don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
You want to be doing something fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like playing video games or watching
riding
Lord
a
of
bike.
the Rings. No, okay, that's a good kickoff. Now, mine is related to the telephone. So
the telephone.
the telephone.
The one that you talk through?
The modern mobile phone, your smartphone.
The telephone. Okay.
So, a bit of a specific situation. So it's when you're looking through your phone at night, and it's dark, and then you realise your phone's a bit bright. Your screen brightens a bit high. So you have to make the effort to scroll down your notifications panel and slide the brightness down so it doesn't bother your eyes.
Don't you have auto brightness?
I do, but sometimes it's still too bright.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit off.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair call.
I mean, it doesn't happen to me often because I prefer it bright, but sometimes it's like, it's bothering my eyes. I need to turn it down.
I find my auto brightness actually quite good.
Yeah. My auto brightness, I must say, auto brightness in general, fantastic idea. Fantastic. It's ingenious, auto brightness. So, yeah, I'm glad that exists.
So far, so good.
First world problem, not having auto brightness on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of car ones,
Yeah.
so we could list off all the car ones in one go, potentially.
All right.
First one is, I recently got a new car, actually, and...
Oh, congrats, man.
Thank you very much.
What colour is it?
White. Which we discussed at the start.
I know. I thought I'd just make it clear just in case it was a Lamborghini or Ferrari. If you'd said red, they would have put together it was a Ferrari.
Yeah. Okay, so there's two, little beeping alarms in my car.
Yeah.
Which are really annoying, right? The first one is there's a door alarm. So if you have the keys in, and at any point with the keys in, if you open the driver's door, then it beeps.
Okay, a constant beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep. Yeah.
Warning you that the door's open.
Yeah.
So when you stop on the side of the road or you're talking to someone and you just want to sit in the car and you just want to have the door open with the breeze and everything.
Yeah, like if you're in the driveway. Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
Well, I can't do that because the beep is bloody annoying.
Because the security system is too advanced.
Yeah, and there's literally no way to actually turn that off.
So
unless someone listening has a way to turn it off, then let me know. But at this point, I'm going to try and find the actual beeping speaker, I guess, that makes the sound, and just cut the wire to it, I guess.
Really? Wait, so is this when the key's in the ignition or when the key is just inside the car?
It's when the key's, in the ignition.
So what if you take it out of the ignition? Will it still beep?
Yeah, but then you can't have music playing or anything else. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't recommend... Just open the window. I reckon...
Nah.
Keep that alarm in there.
Nah, definitely
because you never know. You never know.
When what?
When you'd need it. Like, what if
I do not need it.
what if let's say someone else drives your car
Yep.
and they need it?
Why would they need it?
Like maybe
Why would anyone need it?
maybe there's not attuned to knowing if the car door is open or not.
Why would anyone need it? That's the question.
Like, let's say you shut your car door, your driver's side door.
Yep.
But you haven't shut it properly.
Yeah,
It would
okay.
beep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, if that happens, then it, like, flashes on the screen anyway. So you would see that driving.
Yeah, yeah. And is it every door in your car, or is it just the driver's door?
It's just the driver's door. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because that means I only need to, do the one modification.
I doubt it's just one wire.
It's actually the dumbest thing ever. Like, why bring this stuff out? Like, no one wants that. Literally, no one wants that.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I see your point. Like,
Yeah. So I think
if you've got other things that tell you the driver's side door is open, then yeah.
Unless anyone has, a solid way of fixing this. I've tried YouTubing it and everything, and there's just no way. Look, if anyone really wants to look into it, it's a Toyota Kluger 2016.
Yeah.
So you can have a look if you want to. But at this point, unless I hear anything else, I'm just going to try and find the outlet and just cut the wire to it.
But the wire
seems to be the easiest way.
What if that one wire is attached to the whole security system?
Nah, it won't be.
You don't think?
Nah.
Okay. Well,
because it'll just be cutting off that actual beeper, like that specific beeper.
Okay, yeah, straight to okay, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Like I just cut it where it is. Like I wouldn't cut it from the core, because that's probably connected to different wires. Obviously,
cut the battery wire.
Oh, whoopsie.
Okay, so that is a gigantic first world problem.
That is.
You've got a new car and
it's actually
complaining about the security of the car.
And like when I'm looking at YouTube videos and stuff, people are commenting the exact same things. They're like, "Why invent these stupid things? Like no one wants this."
Fair.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
The other one, which is not as bad, is the seatbelt alarm. So there's like obviously some sort of sensor on each seat.
Yeah.
So the car knows if someone's sitting in that seat.
Yeah.
And if you, like, when you're driving, as soon as you hit about 10 kilometers per hour, it starts beeping if one of those people don't have the seatbelt on.
Yeah.
I've YouTubed ways to fix it, and it hasn't worked for my specific car.
Okay.
So, that one's not the biggest deal because people should be wearing seatbelts. But it's more like if you're just literally driving around the corner, or if someone's like quickly doing something before they put their seatbelt on and then it's beeping.
Yeah,
it's just annoying.
When that one really annoys me is when, because it's happened to me many times. I'm in the back seat, and when I'm in the back seat alone, I'll usually just sit in the middle because I can just stretch out.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, and then I'll lean my hand on the seat next to me, and then the alarm will start going off.
Yeah.
Because it thinks the weight of my hand is a person.
Yeah.
And then I can't lean on the seat.
Yeah. Or so then you've got to put those seatbelts in as well.
Yeah, so that's when it is a first world problem for me.
Yeah.
So, but I get the security. Like, I guess that's a better security measure than this open front door one. So but sometimes
not as bad as the door one, but still can be quite irritating.
Yeah.
My next car one is going to be when the price of fuel goes up. How annoying is that?
Yeah. Especially with big cars like your one right now. Well, I don't know, like, because for me, if I like my fuel tank's low or empty, I'll fill it up. So I'm not constantly looking out for it, and my fuel tank is not gigantic. It's like quite average size. So for me personally, it's not a massive fluctuation of price. Like, it'll be more expensive versus here than there, but it's like I can't not get fuel because I now I need it.
Yeah.
But when it's so drastic, like instead of $1.20, it's now $1.70. I'm like,
that literally happened this week.
Yeah, it happened this week.
It went from $1.28 to $1.80.
Yeah, and then you're just like, man.
And I was lucky because I filled up the day it happened.
Before.
The reason I filled up is because I was just, when you drive past petrol stations and you just notice it.
Yeah,
they're like full on advertising the price out the front.
Yeah.
I saw 128. Then as I kept driving, I saw another one at 182 or something.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh, interesting. So then I saw another one after that was still 128. So I was like, I'll quickly fill up
before the change.
Yeah. Because I only had a quarter left anyway, so it was actually perfect timing.
Yeah, that's definitely a first world problem. Because I can't believe I paid $170 when I could have paid $130.
Well, if you think about it, if you have a 70-litre car, if you times that by an extra... How much is it? An extra...
30 cents? 50 cents?
An extra... let's say 55 cents. So times 0.55. Wow. That's a lot. That's an extra $38.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When you think about it.
But 70 litres is a pretty big tank.
Yeah.
That's a big tank.
Yeah,
so
you're normally not filling up the full 70. So let's say 60 would be a full fill pretty much.
Yeah.
That's still an extra $30. That's a big
lot.
difference.
That's a huge difference. Yeah. Yeah, that is a massive difference. I'm going to be actually keeping more of an eye on now. So. Yeah, big first world problem. I'll agree with that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at like 120 versus 130, it's like, not a big deal.
Yeah, that's not big. I'd like
it. Like, might be a couple of dollars.
Yeah, I like it when it's under 150. No matter what, if it's under 150, it's okay. In my eyes, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you have any other car ones?
Car ones specifically? Look, I've got a few for my car specifically because it's slowly falling apart. Just things like, it's a hot day and I can't turn the aircon on full blast because it doesn't work very well. So I now have to open all the windows instead.
Yeah.
Which I'm now used to. I'm fine with that. But,
problem when I had my old car with that exact situation is I'd be driving home like after work or something, and because the car's so hot from the day, because it's like out in the air, right?
Yeah.
The wind and stuff with the windows down, it cools your upper body.
Yep.
But your legs are like still really hot because the seat's hot and the car is hot in general.
Yeah.
And that wind doesn't get to your legs.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd always get home and my legs would be like boiling hot.
You have not cooled down one bit. It's just the breeze makes the heat a little bit easier to bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A similar personal problem that's happened to me, not similar, but car related, I mean, is like you have the remote to unlock your car, yeah?
Yeah.
So that had actually run out of battery. So instead of easily pressing one button, I now have to take the whole key and put it into the door and turn it to unlock my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of cars, if you have the beeper and you try and open it with the key, when you open it, it sets off the alarm.
Yeah, you have to unlock it the same method.
Yeah.
Unless it sets off the alarm. Yeah,
exactly. That's right.
That used to be one of my older cars had the same issue. And I had accidentally set off the alarm many times.
Do you want to know a quick funny thing about the new car that I got, right?
Yeah.
So it came with like 2 keys, obviously, because it always does.
Yeah.
And then it came with a third key that didn't have the beeper. It was just like to put in the door.
Yeah.
So I asked the guy, like the sales guy, "Oh, what's with this third key?" And he's like, "Oh, so it's for like valet parking. So if you go to a place with valet parking, and so that key will only open the driver's door.
Yeah.
It will keep the glove box locked.
Yeah.
And it will also keep the boot locked. So they can only really access the inside main component, like where the driver's seat is and stuff."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's like a really good idea.
That is actually a good idea.
I'll be honest, I don't think I'll ever be going anywhere that has
valet parking. Yeah, exactly. And now, first world problem, you have to carry an extra key around. Great idea, but I don't know. Is it practical?
Yeah. Another car one I have is when you get a flat tire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And do you know the funniest thing is? People think changing a tire is so hard. Like, like the general idea of the public is that, I can't change a tire. Like, I've never learned how to change a tire.
Yeah.
It's actually the easiest thing ever.
It's extremely easy. I feel like everyone should learn how to change a tire.
You lift the car up, you turn the nuts.
Yeah.
Pull the wheel out, put the other wheel in, tighten the nuts. Let the car down, you're good to go.
Chris describes it, he makes it sound like he does it with his bare hands. But every car actually comes with the tools necessary to change tires. So it's very easy.
You don't lift the car up.
You don't just lift it up with one hand.
There's this little machine in your car. Every car.
In every car. There's a little hand crank jack. Anyway, if you don't know how to do it, watch a YouTube video and you'll learn how to do it.
It's actually the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, everyone can do it. It's so easy. All right. I'm going to move... Do you have any more car ones?
Nah.
I'm going to move on to some technological ones.
Technological?
A very straightforward, simple one, which I feel like everyone in their lives have experienced one, is when there's no Wi-Fi. Or at the same equivalent level of first world problemness, when the internet is down and now you can't
Yep.
You can't do anything.
I have a really big one relating to that actually.
Yeah.
Really big one. So I watch a lot of the NBA basketball.
Yes.
Now I have NBA League Pass.
Yeah.
Which is a membership.
Yep.
To where I can watch any NBA game like anytime. Basically.
Anytime, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like the easiest way for me to watch is to open it up on my phone because there's an app.
Yep.
And then you cast it to the TV.
Yep.
But half the time when you do that, you'll cast it to the TV and it'll play for like 15 seconds and then it'll buffer for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it will play for, I don't know, another 30 seconds and then it'll buffer for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Now, I get it. It doesn't sound that bad when you say it, but it's actually the most irritating thing.
Yeah, like when
it's
you're
huge.
watching the whole game and that keeps happening.
And because it's sport as well, you're watching it flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're watching a TV show, you know, I guess it wouldn't be as big of a deal. It's still irritating, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So now what I do to combat that is I open it on my laptop.
Yeah.
Because it normally plays a bit better from the laptop. And then I just use HDMI to connect it to the TV.
Yeah.
Which is a first world problem because then if I want to skip forward or, you know, skip an ad or something, you have to do it on the laptop.
You have to get up from your comfy seat to do it on a laptop.
So, first world problem.
Very similar to another one I had listed down, which I must admit has happened to me personally. When you luckily get extra legroom on your flight.
Oh, yes.
But now you have to stretch forward to reach the controls on your personal infotainment system.
Yeah, and I tell people this all the time because I travel a lot and people ask me, you know, I want the extra legroom seats. And I tell people, you're actually better off not getting the extra legroom seats. There's another specific reason for it. You were saying you need to lean forward to reach it, right?
Yeah.
My issue is, right, in a normal seat, the entertainment screen is like where the headrest is of the seat in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's like eye level.
Eye level, yeah.
But a lot of the extra legroom seats, the entertainment, like it kind of goes from your armrest.
Oh,
it kind of rotates across.
It's like this arm that flips up, right?
And it rotates to almost your belly button level.
Yeah.
Like it's down low. So if you're trying to watch a movie or something, you're actually looking down and it's just not comfortable.
Yep, yep.
So I tell a lot of people, like even though I'm about 6'3",
yeah,
I would, and
you're tall, we get it.
But literally, just for that factor, I actually go with just the normal seat.
Yeah,
as long as I get an aisle seat, then I'm good to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good stuff. It's definitely a first world problem, and can confirm if you're a lover of in-flight entertainment, probably don't go for extra legroom.
Yeah, go with the normal seat for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is another one that's happened to me. I've been taking the train a lot more recently. And then there's these stations where it cuts underground into the underground tunnels. And then when that happens, all the network and Wi-Fi is cut out. So now I can't play the game that I'm playing on my phone.
Yeah.
Because there's no net or connection. And tying into that, when you realize your net on your phone is going slow and you're wondering why. So you check up the top. And you're getting a ridiculous 3G signal instead of your usual 4G.
Yep.
So those are a few first world problems.
That's actually the worst. And you know when you're like talking to someone, like you call someone on the phone and you're talking to them, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm on the train, cool." Talking, and then it cuts out because they're in the tunnel every time.
Yeah. And now they have to make the effort to call you back.
Yeah.
Because
or you try and call them back, but you don't know when they're going to be out of the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a bit of
massive first world problem. Massive first world problem.
Massive.
You know what? Actually, I guess it's a first world problem, and it's happened many times to me, where I'll open a message or a notification, and then I'll forget to respond, and now I have either missed out on something, or I've forgotten to give important information to someone.
Or you've just literally forgotten to reply to someone.
Exactly right, because there's no more reminder.
Yeah,
there's no more technology to remind me because I've opened up the reminder.
Yeah, that's why I always try and clear, that's why I always respond to messages instantly. Because I just want to clear the notification.
Yeah, I know. I do that a lot more these days where it doesn't matter if it builds up, but I'll do everything at once now.
Yeah.
I'll respond all at once. Yeah. So, first world problem and first world solution, I guess.
Yeah. I have a couple of food-related ones as well.
Yeah.
First one would be when you have to actually cook food.
Yeah,
because it takes time.
Yeah.
And the annoying thing is sometimes it takes, like an hour to cook your dinner.
Yeah.
Then you eat for 10 minutes. And then it takes another 20 mintes to clean up and do the dishes.
Yeah.
And it's like you did all that for 10 minutes of eating.
10 minutes of eating. And for me, it's not the best food because I'm not the greatest cook.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why if I need to cook, I'll cook a large amount in one go, so it actually lasts a while, a few meals.
Freeze them or something, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
First world problem, first world solution. Now, this is a huge first world problem. When you pay cash for something at the shop, and then you get change, but the change are coins, but you can't put the coins in your wallet because you either don't have a coin pocket or it's too full. So now you have to carry that coin or that separate form of cash separately to your wallet. And that's very annoying.
Yeah, cash is going to be gone
Cash is
soon.
going to be gone. Because that's another thing. When your wallet's too small to hold any cash. That's massive first world problem.
Yeah. 100%. Another food-related one I had was, when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
And your parents cook heaps of food.
Yeah.
And then if for some reason you don't eat it all, or let's say you went out to eat with your friend and then you didn't eat it.
Yeah.
And then you get yelled at for wasting food.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a complete first world problem.
First world because some
people in the world are struggling to get any food.
And
you're here wasting food.
You're here having a meal outside and a meal at home, just personally catered for you.
Yeah.
So big first world problem. Big first world problem.
Or this is a good one. When you have to wait for the water to warm up if you're trying to use warm water.
When you have to turn the kettle on, but it takes a couple of minutes to heat up.
Yeah, or just if you need warm water, you turn the tap on.
Yeah.
And
you
stays
have to wait
cold
for
a while.
Yeah.
Now, anyone listening, I hope you put the kettle under or something under to actually
save that water.
Because
because the amount that you'd actually let go back into the sink is
it's a lot.
It's a lot of water.
It adds up.
It adds up. I mean, I know technically it's going back into the ocean. So is it wasting water because that water is now getting evaporated and is going to come back? But it is wasting water when there's drought.
In a way, I guess, because when it goes into the sea, it's not usable water anymore.
Yeah, but then when the seawater gets evaporated. But then that's what I'm saying. It comes down to your weather conditions.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Comes down to if it's raining
yeah.
or not.
I mean, Australia has droughts all the time, so don't waste water in Australia. Especially.
Just save water. Simple as that.
Save water and use it respectfully.
Okay, I got a good one.
Go for it.
When the soap runs out in the shower.
Yeah.
Especially when, do you use soap or do you use body wash?
I use body wash, but
Let's say similar kind of thing,
Similar concept, yeah.
So I use soap. I always use it right down to the very end.
Yeah.
And then at some point, you almost use all of it, and then you go in the shower, turn the water on, and you're like, oh, damn, I definitely need new soap now. So you got to turn it off, dry off, and then go get a bar of soap.
What I do with the body wash is I literally milk that bottle until it's empty. Then if I've gone to the shower and I've forgotten to refill my body wash, I fill it up with water, shake it around a bit so I'm getting the residue of the body wash inside the bottle, and I'll use that and then make sure I remember to refill my body wash next time.
Yeah.
First world problems, guys.
I guess that one could be similar to the toilet paper in the toilet as well.
Could
you try and use that sparingly when it gets to the very end?
Yeah, you're using one square at a time instead of maybe your usual few.
Have we spoke about being scrunchers or folders?
We have.
You're a half, aren't you?
Yeah, but you know what? After that actual episode, I realized I'm definitely more of a folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense to scrunch. It really does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because when you fold, it actually, let's say it's a full square.
Yeah.
You can actually use that full square to get up in
the
crack to get it all out.
It's covering more surface area.
Yeah, exactly. And the scrunch it's just missing bits.
Yeah. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when I actually thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm straight up a folder.
Yeah, that's good. Now, this one is relating to injury.
Okay.
So when you wake up in the morning and you have a stiff neck.
Yeah.
Because you've slept badly.
Yeah.
Big first world problem.
First world
Some
problem.
people don't even have pillows.
Some people don't even have beds. Yeah, first world problem because you've done the easiest thing in the world somehow wrong.
Yeah, that's interesting when you put it that way. You've done the easiest thing in the world wrong. So if anyone wakes up in the morning with a stiff neck because they've slept badly, consider yourself a failure.
You've literally done the simplest thing, but you've messed it up somehow.
Yeah.
There's literally no rules, but you've messed it up. Now, I forgot to mention this when you were going on about the food, because this is a bit specific. When you go to Subway and you order a Subway foot long and they cut it in half, and then you unwrap it and realise both halves are not even.
Okay, I hate this one because it literally always happens. What I've noticed, and because we used to get Subway quite a bit when we were going to uni.
Yeah.
And what we noticed from this one girl, how she would always do it. So she'd make the full wrap, put it together, all the ingredients were there. She would put her hand directly on the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Then she would cut next to her hand.
Yeah. So
it was guaranteed to be at least 2.5 fingers off.
Yeah. And it made a huge difference because
Made a massive
it
difference.
would be, there's the half. I'll just move 3 kilometers next to it and then make the cut. So it was very uneven. It was, and the reason it's a first world problem is because let's say you just want to have a half now, and let's say save the other half for later. Which half do you now have? Like one is significantly bigger than the other.
I guess it depends on how hungry you are to begin with.
Yep, exactly. And it just becomes awkward to hold. Like this half, I have to use 2 hands, whereas the other quarter, I just need to use 1 hand. You know, it's just it's a very first world problem.
Yeah, I'd be scared if anyone that works at Subway ever then went into a trade. Because you got to get your measurements right, especially building a house. You know?
You'd hope they'd be using.
You can't even be 2 centimeters off.
Yeah, you can't.
Whereas they're off a good 2.5 fingers. That'd probably be what, 5 centimeters, if not more.
I'd say about 5 or more centimeters. And then
that's bad.
When your measurements are as small as a foot, 5 centimeters makes a big difference.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah. Percentage-wise, that's ridiculous.
Exactly. Percentage-wise, it's something there.
Imagine you built the roof, 20% shorter on a house than you were supposed to.
It does not fit anymore, and now you have a useless roof. Like the roof may as well not.
Your
be
boss is going to kill you. That's a whole new roof you have to build,
and it's a whole new job you'll have to find.
Honestly,
yeah.
If anyone listening has ever gone from working at Subway to doing a trade, let us know. We'd love to hear your story.
I mean, we're not assuming you were bad at cutting subs in half, but I mean, I've seen it a lot.
Almost every experience at Subway, I've had that issue.
I have had times when it is spot on in the middle, but I'm just saying, when it's not, it is a first world problem.
Yeah.
Now, this is another technological one. It's when you go and sign into one of your million accounts that you have a username and password
and you forgot your password.
You've forgotten your password, so now you have to go in to reset your password. That's already a first world problem. Now, the next part to this is you type in your new password that you're going to change it to, and then you get a prompt saying, your new password can't be the same as your old password. So now you realize you've accidentally remembered the password you thought you forgot. So you go back and you sign in. But sometimes you have now gone too far that you can't go back. So you have to change your password anyway.
Usually it goes now, that password's not valid anymore.
Yeah. So now, even though now you've remembered your old password, you have to make a new one.
Let's say your password was hello123.
Yeah.
So then you now change your password to hello1234.
Yeah.
But because of the new security requirements, it now says you must have a uppercase letter.
Yeah.
You must have
a number, a symbol, a lowercase letter, and then now it's become hello.1234 ! Which you're bound to forget.
And then you forget it again. Literally the next day you do the same thing again.
Exactly. So it's an ongoing. I mean, there's also a first world solution to it. LastPass. Use a thing like LastPass.
Yeah. And you know what? I've always wanted. Okay, so at my work, we have these books. They're called an A to Z book.
Okay.
Right. It's good for remembering passwords or remembering different things.
Yeah.
I've tried to look, but it seems like there's no A to Z app on the phone. I feel like there should be an A to Z app where you can put in passwords or just things that you need to remember.
There is LastPass, but that's specifically for passwords.
Okay.
Yeah. So LastPass, or just make a note in your phone or something, which is a bit annoying. But what LastPass allows you to you can log in automatically because it's you've kept it safe. But is it safe? Because it's technically saved on the internet. So I don't know.
Really.
Nothing's safe these days.
I got a good one.
All right.
Being bored on a day off work.
You got the...
Like, you know when you have a day off during the week?
Yeah.
And no one's free because they're all working.
So
you're bored.
Yeah, first
world
world
problem.
Straight up first world problem.
Because some people have to work every single day just to survive.
Some people don't even have the economy to have a job.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So,
Terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Now, I use my headphones all the time, right? When I'm on break at work, I use my headphones to listen to, watch videos or whatever. When I go to the gym, I need headphones, right? First world problem is when you forget your headphones.
I totally agree, especially when I'm on the train, forgotten my headphones. What do I do?
Oh, that'd be the worst. On the
for
train.
40 minutes to an hour.
And then you got to listen to train sounds.
You got to listen to train sounds or people talking on the train.
Oh, that is actually the worst.
Yep.
Another one is very related. If you're going to play sport or whatever, you want some music playing. Or if you go to an event or a getaway or a weekend away, whatever.
Yep.
And you forget your
Bluetooth speaker. Yep. Well, yeah, it's usually a big wireless Bluetooth speaker.
Either way.
And you've forgotten it. Because it's literally what they're made for. It's made for those types of occasions.
Exactly. And you know what? I can't do anything in silence. I need music playing when I'm doing everything.
Yeah, fair call.
I can't do it.
I'm straight up first world problem.
First world problem. 100%.
Totally agree. Now, look, when you order something online and your package is getting delivered, but you're not home when the package is delivered. So now there's a note saying, sorry, we missed you. So now you have to go all the way to the post office and pick up the package that couldn't get delivered.
Yep, and then you can't pick it up because you're at work.
Yep, so you have to wait another 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 days till the weekend.
And then they're generally only open like 9 till 12.
Yep.
So you have to go in the morning.
So you have to wake up early on your day off.
Yep.
To pick up the package that you went home for.
And if you have something on that day, you have to wait a whole nother week.
Yep, exactly right. So...
And you can't just get someone to pick it up for you because you have to show ID.
You show ID. And if you do want someone to pick it up for you, you have to fill out the form saying this person will pick it up and they will bring their own ID, which is another problem on top of it.
Doable.
I've done it before. That's how I know.
That's doable.
Yeah.
It's probably a better solution, actually.
It is a better solution, but you also have to find someone that's available at that time to pick it up.
Oh, first world problem.
Major first world problem.
Lots of first world problems there. If you guys have any more, send them through to us. We'd love to feature them on the next episode or coming episodes.
Yeah, because pretty much could become another segment. First world problems. I mean, there's so many out there, and we're grateful for our lives, so we don't genuinely complain. We just like to, retell the stories of how we've experienced such first world problems.
Yeah, we're not necessarily complaining about them. It's just a topical discussion regarding them.
Exactly. So tell us your favorite first world problems or some very out there interesting ones, and we'd love to feature them.
We would love to hear them, and send it through to us on our Instagram at So Far So Good Podcast.
That's right.
Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you have a great week, and we will catch you next week.
Goodbye.
Put that at the end, but
yeah,
they'll realize obviously.
No, I know we were being super obvious.
Yeah. Now I have. Before when you were like, I used to believe something. What were you talking about?
I don't know. In this episode?
Like right at the very start. Oh, something about the ironing. You're like, I used to believe that.
Oh, that I was bad at ironing. Yeah.
Man, ever since you said that, I've got that song stuck in my head. I used to believe we were running on the edge of something beautiful.
Who sings that? I don't remember who sings that.
I have no idea. Should we Google it?
First world problem, you're getting a song stuck in my head.
I used to believe lyrics. That should come up, right? We've got a song by DJ Snake. No.
Oh, that could...
That's Let Me Love You. That's not the song.
Oh, yeah, you've got the wrong
song. Not at
song.
all. I used to believe... Wind in the Sails?
Maybe type in some more lyrics. I used to believe that something.
I used to believe that we were onto something beautiful. I think that's the words. Let's see if that works. I don't know. It's not coming up. It's a very popular song right now.
I know the song.
Oh, here we go. No. Let Me Love You with Justin Bieber? No.
It is.
It is, yeah?
It is.
Because it's Justin Bieber singing it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, anyway, that song's been stuck in my head.
What?
Literally the whole time. I used to believe.
Something beautiful. JB.